Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Hope you all are fine. This lecture is for grade 8th, 9th Junior Boys and Girls Geography of Pakistan in lieu of Urdu. This subject is for non-Pakistani student. Today we will start chapter 3 and this is 5th lecture. Chapter 3 Climate. Chapter 3 we will discuss here weather and climate, then elements of climate, temperature, and then today we will discuss the temperature zones of Pakistan, the different parts of Pakistan and the temperature variation we will discuss in the different areas or the different parts of Pakistan. First of all, before starting the chapter, the one thing which is very necessary for you, the difference between weather and climate. What is weather and what is climate? Weather is the state of the atmosphere describing, for example, the degree to which it is hot or cold. The weather is hot or cold, wet or dry. It will be calm or stormy, clear or cloudy. Weather refers to day-to-day temperature and precipitation activity, whereas climate, what is climate, is the term for the averaging of atmospheric condition over longer periods of time. This is the definition of weather and climate. What is weather and climate? One more time, I will define. It will be easy for you. It can be in your short question. Define weather, define climate. What is the difference between weather and climate? Three short question I told you, right? It can be asked in your paper. What is weather? What is climate? Or define weather, define climate. What is the difference between weather and climate? Again, what is the definition of weather? A simple or easy definition of weather is defined as the condition of a place over a short period of time. Climate refers to the weather pattern of a place over a long period of time. Now, difference climate and weather. What is difference between climate and weather? How it will be defined? Climate is defined as a various atmospheric condition which include the climate elements of climate: rainfall, temperature, wind, humidity, and other meteorological elements, etc., in a region over a long period, over a long time. Now, weather can be defined as the atmosphere at a given time and place with respect to variables such as wind, moisture, storms, snow, temperature, barometric pressure. This is the proper definition or the difference between the climate and weather. Now, hope you understand clearly, and now you can define what is weather, what is climate. Now from your book, chapter 3, today we will start chapter 3, page number 20, climate. The earth is surrounded by an envelope of gaseous matter called the atmosphere. What is atmosphere? The simple, you can see the envelope of gases surrounding by earth. Simple definition of atmosphere: the envelope of gases surrounding the earth, and which extend outward from the earth's surface, becoming slowly and gradually thinner until it ceases, come to be end, stop to exist. The atmosphere has no precise limit, accurate limit. However, 75% of it is less than 11 kilometers from the surface of the earth, 90% lies below 16 kilometers, and 97% below 27 kilometer. Now, weather and climate. Start of the lecture, I told you the difference between weather and climate. The daily weather forecast tells us what to expect in the next 24 hours or 48 hours. It will be rainy, it will be cloudy, it will be cold, it will be hot. This is the weather prediction the next 24 hours or 48 hours, and it indicates the possibility of rain, frost, or strong winds, and it suggests the likelihood of sunshine or cloud. No 2 days have exactly the same weather because the weather change. You know that weather change, and hour to hour it change, and from place to place change. You know that in one country, in some place maybe the weather is cold, but the other place the weather is hot. And so place to place weather variation in a country, hour to hour it change, and we cannot know with any degree of certainty whether the next Friday will be dry, or the for the game of cricket or any game it will be good, or the 1st January will be sunny enough for a picnic. But we can be certain that there will be no frost during midsummer, and the excessive heat will not trouble us in January. Why? Because the January is the cold month, coldest month. The weather will be cold. This emphasizes the difference between weather and climate. Weather consists of day-to-day change, the atmosphere condition which can predict for a short time ahead. I told you weather day-to-day, daily prediction about the weather. It will be rainy, it will be cold, it will be hot, how the weather will be. Day-to-day change in atmospheric condition. Climate. I told you the question, define weather, define climate. What is the difference between weather and climate? Answer is here, weather. Now climate. Climate is a more general statement of atmospheric condition, for it is an expression for the average weather condition we can expect to experience over a longer period of time. Thus, climate can be regarded as an average weather. It has been said that climate is what we expect, but weather what we get. Weather daily report of the weather next 24 hours or 48 hours. Elements of climate. One more short question. Name the elements of climate. What are the elements of climate? The most important elements of weather and climate, these are temperature, pressure, winds, humidity, rainfall. You will write these names if the question name the elements of climate or elements of weather. Both are the elements of climate and weather. These are temperature, pressure, winds, humidity, and rainfall. These are controlled by following main factors. Number one, latitude. Number two, the altitude. Number three, the distance from the sea. Latitude means distance from the equator. Altitude, height above the sea level. Distance from the sea, distribution of land and water. The difference in climate from place to place can be explained in terms of the above mentioned factors, commonly known as a climatic control factors. We shall study the climate of Pakistan taking into consideration the main elements of climate, that is temperature, pressure, wind, and rainfall. Pakistan is a subtropical country. It is located on a great landmass. It has a monsoon type of climate since it is situated in the western part of monsoon region. It can be asked in a short question, Pakistan, where is Pakistan? Is located in the dash part of the monsoon region, that is located in the western part of the monsoon region. Okay, what is monsoon? In the previous class 7, class 8, I know that you know monsoon is a seasonal wind which lasts several months, and also we can say the seasonal rain. Seasonal rain, monsoon, a rainy season or in a specific month, or seasonal rain. Its climate is generally arid, dry, hot, and continental, characteristic by extreme variation or differences of temperature, since a large part of the country lies at a great distance from the sea. This is the reason. Now we will discuss temperature in the different areas of Pakistan. The weather will be hot or cold. How the average temperature in Pakistan in the different Pakistan stretch from the coast of the Arabian Sea near the delta of Indus River for north to the Himalayas. In the west are Suleiman Mountains. In the previous lecture, we have discussed all the mountain series in detail: Himalayas, Suleiman, Kerthar range, and the mountain ranges of Balochistan beyond them. A vast alluvial plain. Alluvial means earth left by river or flood. Rich land or rich soil lies to the south and east of them. This results in a diversity of temperature at any given place. Seasonal variation. I told you Pakistan has the monsoon season, rainy season, and also the difference of seasons or variation of weather in temperature are also great. The temperatures in the hottest month are high except in the mountains. In the mountains area, there the weather will be not hot, too much hot if we compare to the plain area. And no, you know that Pakistan has the different variety of weather, and in the plain, the hottest month is June. Underline, it can be asked in MCQs. In Pakistan, dash month is the hottest month, June, and at the hill station it is July. The average temperature in June at most station of the plain is 36 degrees centigrade. Also underline, it can be asked in MCQs or more. The extreme maximum temperature generally rises above 47 degrees centigrade. Jacobabad is the hottest place in the subcontinent. Also underline this line, it can be asked. Dash is the hottest place in the subcontinent. So Jacobabad is the hottest place in the subcontinent. Also it can be asked in Jacobabad, the maximum temperature in June is dash, that is 50 degrees centigrade, and the maximum and the minimum temperature in Jacobabad is, that is 33 degrees centigrade. Also it can be asked in MCQs. And the driest place in Pakistan, that is Kachi Sibi, is the driest place in Pakistan. On the basis of temperature, a year can be divided into two main seasons. Also it can be asked in MCQs on the basis of temperature in Pakistan, the how many seasons? Two seasons. Number one, the summer season, that is from April to September, the summer season. The winter season, that is from October to March. Also it can be asked in Pakistan, the summer season lasts from dash to September, April to September. The winter season, also it can be asked in MCQs. The latter part of the summer is the rainy season. We have discussed the monsoon season or the rainy season. It is for this reason that a year is properly divided into three seasons. It can be asked, name the seasons or the season, how many seasons in Pakistan? Name the seasons of Pakistan. These are summer, rainy, and winter. And in view of variation in temperature, the differences of the temperature or variety of the temperature, Pakistan can be divided into four temperature zones. Important short question, name the temperature zones of Pakistan. And MCQs, Pakistan may be divided into dash temperature zone. I repeat again, underline these MCQs. Pakistan may be divided into dash temperature zones, four temperature zones. Short question, name the temperature zones of Pakistan. Name the temperature zones of Pakistan. You will write answer. Pakistan may be divided into four temperature zone, and just you will write the names of these zones. Just you will write the names of these zones. Number one, the northern and northwestern mountainous zone. I am talking about short question. Just you will write the name. Number two, the upper Indus plain. Number three, the lower Indus plain. Number four, Balochistan plateau. Now, first of all, we will discuss the northern and the northwestern mountainous zone. The weather will be mostly cold in winter. This climatic region experiences very cold winters with heavy snow and frost and mild summers. The following table gives temperatures of some hilly places. You can see here, this table is given in your book. And these we are talking about northern and northwestern mountainous zones, Skardu, Gilgit, Murray. And here the temperature in July, the hottest month, and minimum temperature in July in Skardu, that is 16.5 degrees centigrade, Gilgit 22.11, and Murray 15.8. We are talking about here minimum. Maximum temperature in July in Skardu, that is 30.9, in Gilgit 35.3, Murray 21.0. It can be asked in MCQs. Now the coldest month, January, minimum temperature that is -8, then 0 minus, and maximum is 0.8, 7.9 and 7.8 degrees centigrade. That is the coldest month in Skardu, Gilgit, Murray, that is January. It starts from January. The upper Indus plain. The upper Indus plain, now we will discuss the how the temperature or the weather will be the upper Indus plain. This part of Pakistan has typical continental climate having extremes of temperature. In June, the temperature seldom falls below 24 degrees centigrade to 26.5 degrees centigrade. The highest recorded temperature in Jacobabad. Also, we have discussed the hottest place in the subcontinent, that is Jacobabad, and that's why we are talking about the continental climate. And 52.2 degrees centigrade in summer, or in the in July, hottest month, that is 52.2 degrees centigrade in Jacobabad. And the following are the temperature of some stations or the some areas of the upper Indus plain. First, we have talked about the Jacobabad. These are name the some areas of the upper Indus plain. It can be asked. So Jacobabad, Multan, Lahore, Faisalabad, Peshawar, Rawalpindi. And here you can see here the hottest month, June, the minimum temperature and maximum temperature. Same like the coldest month in January, the minimum temperature and the maximum temperature in Jacobabad, Multan, Lahore, Faisalabad, Rawalpindi, and these temperature. It can be asked in MCQs. What is the temperature of Multan in June, minimum temperature? It can be asked. Also, what is the maximum temperature in June in Multan? That is 41.4. Next, the third temperature zone of Pakistan, the lower Indus plain. The lower Indus plain, Karachi, Sakkar, Hyderabad, these areas are included in lower Indus plain. In the lower Indus plain, near the sea, so the weather will be, or the temperature will be average, moderate, not too much high, not too much hot or cold, the average or moderate weather. What is the reason? Because of sea, and the temperature does not rise as high as does in the farther north. In winter there is a plenty of sunshine and temperatures are 20 degrees centigrade lower than that of the summer. Temperature figure of some of the places of this region are given below. Here this table is given. These are the areas, some areas, the lower Indus plain, Karachi, Sakkar, Hyderabad. Again, the hottest month, June, and the minimum and maximum temperature in Karachi. The minimum temperature in June, that is 27.9, and the maximum temperature in June, the hottest month, 32.4. In coldest month, January, minimum temperature that is 41.1 and maximum temperature 24.11. Same like Skardu and Hyderabad, the temperature is given minimum and maximum in month of June, and the coldest month, the minimum and maximum temperatures are given in this area. It can be asked in MCQs. Now the Balochistan Plateau, the fourth or the last temperature zone of Pakistan, the Balochistan Plateau. Also in the previous chapter, we discussed the Balochistan Plateau. We discussed the minerals of the Balochistan Plateau. We discuss some other qualities or some other areas of these plateau. And again, in this part of the country, in the previous chapter, we also discussed that this area is mostly dry, arid or barren or desert, and conditions are nearly similar to those in the northern mountain region, but temperature are somewhat higher in summer and not so low in winter. Quetta experiences absolute maximum temperature 41 degrees centigrade and absolute minimum temperature 50 degrees centigrade or less. Quetta is in the Balochistan plateau. You can see here minimum temperature, the hottest month in June, that is 18.3, and maximum that is 34.4. Now the coldest month, January, minimum temperature in Quetta minus 2.4 and maximum that is 10.1. Student, this is one more long question. Important long question. The temperature, write a note on the temperature zones of Pakistan. If this long question will be in your paper, you have to write all detail which we have discussed with this, also with this table. You can write here name, only 3 name, but write these correct. Now next topic, pressure and winds. Pakistan is dominated by monsoon wind. I told you the meaning of monsoon wind and monsoon rain, and receive most of the rainfall due to summer monsoon. Monsoon are seasonal wind. Also it can be asked, what are monsoon? Monsoons are the seasonal winds blowing from sea to the land in summer and land to the sea in winter. This is the definition if the question define monsoons. So these are the seasonal winds, and from where? From sea to the land in summer and land to the sea in winter. These are land and sea breezes on large scale during summer. Central Asia and plains of India become hot. This is the reason during summer the main Central Asia and the plains area of India, they become hot and low pressure is created. Winds are directed from distant sea where high pressure is present, so the trade winds are drawn across the equatorial areas. In the winter season, Central Asia and the plain of the subcontinent, it became cold. Therefore, develop a high pressure area wind in this season blow from land to the comparatively warm seas. During summer, the monsoon winds reaching the southern tip of the peninsular India are divided into two branches. Also, it can be asked in MCQs, underline the Bay of Bengal branch and Arabian Sea branch. The Bay of Bengal is the northeastern part of the Indian Ocean. What is the Bay of Bengal? Bay of Bengal is the part of northeastern part of the Indian Ocean. Pakistan receives most of its rainfall from the Bay of Bengal. Also, it can be asked in MCQs, Pakistan receives most of its rainfall from the dash branch during summer, Bay of Bengal. The summer monsoon slowly, gradually retreat in autumn and are replaced by land winds blowing from the high pressure area. These winds are called winter monsoon or the northeast monsoon. They are generally light and dry wind blowing down the Indus Valley. Balochistan plateau is outside the reach of the summer monsoon and get little rain in summer. Balochistan plateau, I told you, mostly that is desert area, and if we compare to the other area here, the rain is less and it receives and reach the summer monsoon and gets a very little rain in summer. Northern part of Balochistan receives more rain in winter. Also, it can be asked in MCQs, Balochistan receive more rain in dash, which season? In winter season. This is due to the western disturbances coming from over the Mediterranean Sea and the Gulf. Okay, students, it's enough for today. What is your homework? MCQs which I told you, you will underline in your book, and also you will read the topics which we did today. You will underline MCQs, and also you will make at least 10 MCQs. And short question I told you during chapter, long question I told you. Also start learning. Okay. Hope you understand today's lecture. Thank you, student. Have a nice day.